Yep. Bossuhzi is ready. Who else is ready? Who else is ready? Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this live session. Welcome to this awesome time where we are going to demystify demystify this thing once and for all. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm so delighted to have everyone here. Today we are going to be doing a lot. That's why we have to start on time. All right. In the next few seconds, we are going to be live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to welcome everyone here today. Welcome to this live session. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type I can hear you loud and clear, Bossuhzi. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type I can hear you loud and clear. I can see Chiamaka. Chiamaka is an early comer. She's already here. Who else? Where are they? Welcome, welcome. I think they are still coming, right? The late comers of our time. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you in the comment section. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you in the comment section. Hi, David. Hi, Chiamaka. Good evening. Good evening, David. Good evening, Chiamaka. How are you doing? Okay, I can see Rose. Rose is active. All right. Welcome, everyone. Without wasting much of our time, just work with the people we have here. It's not a general session. This is a secluded private class. So my name is Bossuhzi Uzoma Raniboda. It's my name. I'm also known as the boss of copywriting, and I'm also known as the VC of the CSM Academy. What that means is that I am CSM means copywriting, sales, and marketing. CSM means sales and marketing. So anything in regards to marketing, sales, I'm always there. So that is the name of my academy. So welcome everyone. I'm so happy to have everyone on board. Now the reason, okay, David said I know late, I was in the countdown. Beautiful. Now the reason I have put this training together is because this time and age, I believe that everyone is looking for money. Everyone is looking for how to in from this internet, but you keep hearing different things online. You keep hearing about Amazon KDP, you keep learning about YouTube automation, you keep learning about a lot of things. And trust me, anybody that is telling you about anything is interested in what's selling his or her knowledge to you. Anybody that is selling you this idea is just interested in what selling this knowledge to you. And there is nothing bad in anyone selling you knowledge. You understand? There's nothing bad in that. But the truth is that problem is many of us keep buying knowledge products over and over again. But the problem is you have your own knowledge inside your head. Why are you not creating something that people can also buy from you and in? Why can't you in knowledge? What is the problem? Is it that you don't see yourself ever in your life creating your own products, or you don't like money, or you're just scared, or what? Why exactly have you not created your own products? I know that a lot of us here, we are into different things. We are into media, we are into entrepreneur, we are into handwork. We know a lot of things, but we are not turning our knowledge into money. But that's not to worry, because in 2020 there was nothing substantial like this I could even sell online. What do I want to sell? Do I want to sell how to fail 8 courses in the university and still how to fail 26 courses in the university and still what and still graduate? Will people buy? What kind of knowledge is marketable in the marketplace? So that's the reason I put together this training. The reason I put together this training is because since 2020 till now, I have been profiting from my knowledge. I've been earning from my knowledge day in, day out. And anytime I keep making money, some unfair money online, I just keep asking myself, I believe there is someone that if I teach all these things I know, that person can take up this mantle. That person can use this intelligence and actually change their life, just like my life has changed. I may not have the luxurious things of life right now, but guess what? I am not where I used to be years ago. Now, many of you would not even understand what I just said. Many of you will not understand where I was years ago. Years ago, I was not in a privileged place. I was living with my parents, eating from hand, anything they cook, that is what I eat. I don't have the liberty of actually eating what I want. I don't have the liberty of doing the things I want because there's no extra cash. I even remember a situation whereby I had to ask my junior sister for 500 naira just to repair my speaker, and she was like, did you give me any money to keep for you? My junior sister that I senior with many years, and that just hit me. And I said to myself, and I made that declaration that, see, I will do whatever it takes to make money online. Now, when I looked at I'll do whatever it takes to make money, it's just like a motivational talk. I had to start looking inside. What exactly am I good at? What exactly is my strength? What exactly am I? What exactly is my expertise actually? And all those things have arrived me to where I am today. So I'm so honored to have every one of you here. Please, if you can hear me and you're still with me, just drop a fire emoji. Let me know that you're still with me while I remind the other people that we are live. So I want to remind the other people that we are live. Thank you guys for joining. It's going to be an amazing time eventually. All right. Let me just check. Also send to my this thing. All right, Chiamaka is there. David is there. Very, very nice people. This is pure live training. All right, once I send this message, I'm just going to start immediately. Thank you. So thank you guys for your patience. Everybody that is here, every trusted person that is here. Let me put this on silent because of noise and do not disturb. Anyway, that is by the way. So welcome again, once again, everyone. So today I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to print money with your knowledge. I call it print money with your knowledge because I have used this method. I'm going to be teaching you exactly. I've used this exact method to make 6 figures to 8 figures by myself. Even I think January, I even made about 1 million plus. Yes, and it's when I look at the amount, I was just going through my spreadsheet today. I was just going through my spreadsheets and I wish I can show you guys my sheets. Okay, let me even share my screen and show you guys my spreadsheets. Because I think today is just going to be like a practical session. So you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen. All right, so I think my sheet dots, blah blah blah. Now, there's something I do every. How many of you can see my screen? Can you see my screen, guys? Can you see my screen? Is my screen visible? Were you able to see? Okay, you can see my screen. All right. So let me go back. All right. So this is my spreadsheet. And if you look at my spreadsheet, you see there are different things there. Let me zoom this for you. Now, I may not be able to show you numbers, but you'll be able to see some things there. You can see red, red, green, green, green. Can you see? This is January 2026. You can see green, 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 red, green, 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 yes. And you can see this one. This is the revenue part. Revenue part is reading millions. The net balance is reading millions. Now, I do this every year. In fact, this year, this month alone, you can see this month. This was December 2026, and I was just updating it there. You can see this month was giving an exact green green. This month was crazily green. And you can see, and all these things are just different courses, different programs I have sold over the years. You can see this one January, this one this. Now, when I was holding my program CSM bootcamp, this was the financial records, and everything just, it's all about just monetizing my knowledge. You can see millions of naira just being made on the internet just by doing almost nothing. Now, I'll not call it nothing, but I'll call it just by monetizing your knowledge, learning a high income skill, then turning that skill into a profitable product. Now, I want to ask many of you are skilled in different things. Maybe you're skilled in makeup, you're skilled in knowing copywriting, you know how to, you know how to dance. Anything can be monetized on the internet. If you don't open your head to check what exactly can be monetized, you will just be there. Now, this class, I'm going to attempt to expose you to what is possible on this internet space. I'm going to attempt to do that, and let's just carry on. Now, this is going to be like a 3 days knowledge monetization masterclass. This is just like 3 days program. Now, after these 3 days, you will be able to use the strategies I'm going to be giving you here to build your own business. Now, the system I'm about to show you right now, it has this system I'm about to show you has helped me and has helped some other people I have taught make a lot of money. How many of you saw the spreadsheet I just shared right now? How many of you saw the spreadsheet? Did you see the spreadsheet I just dropped right now? Did you see it was green, right? Did you see the green, green, green? Right? Did you guys see the spreadsheet I just dropped right now? Like, did you see the green and the green and the green and the green? Hope you guys saw it. Good. All right. So this system is not like I am just formulating something. It's something that is profitable. If I mistakenly show you guys one part, you guys will like, boss, is this like, are you serious? Let me even attempt. Let me attempt to even expose you guys to a figure. Now, let me even share my screen again. I'm going to expose. In fact, I'm just going to start doing the numbers because I don't think I want to be doing a lot of talking in this webinar because we've been talking all the days. So this is it. Now, I decided to show you a bit of, a particular month. This is a particular month. I can see the revenue was insane. Imagine doing this kind of revenue and doing this kind of expenses, and when you do this minus and you're getting this amount just in 1 month. And trust me, this is what pure profit. This is pure profit. Like, nobody is collecting everything. You're just on flex. You understand? It is possible for you, but you just need to find out the strategy, how you can do it. Now, which parable will I use? There is a strategy for what? There is a strategy for everything. If you don't have that strategy, you're not going to actually move. And that is what I'm going to be like helping many of you do. This system I'm about to show you has helped me and a lot of people, of my friends, make money because when I know a particular thing, I normally share it with my people. Now, if you listen to the end, one thing you would be able to do is to replicate my systems and my patterns. One thing, I don't know whether this thing is like sounding so echoing. Why? Because there's no bars. Why is it echoing? Look, is it because of the fan? All right. I hope it's better now. All right. So this system is about it's just about you're going to find a way to replicate it for yourself. Now, I want to tell you something very important. I did not come from a rich home, but I recently made a vow to myself that a rich home is going to come out from me. A lot of things is happening in this year, 2026. Things are getting more expensive. The election is going to be coming right now. One of the ways I used to change my life is I used the last election. I created a strategy, a framework in the last election, and I can't believe that strategy made me a lot of money. There are strategies for every season. So I vow that a rich family would definitely come out from me. My child, my family, they will never really lack basic things, just like me. To be honest with you, I lack some basic things. I don't want to start giving you my story right now, but I mean, I came from a family, a middle class home. Thank God for my dad. I think he was very rich and wealthy. Although they send us out from the university, from school sometime, we have to stay 3 days, 4 days, or go to the father's shop to work. Then we'll just get the money, and my father pays the school fee. So that's the kind of family I came out from. Very, very loving family, and they cater for all of us. But I believe that I can do more for my own family. Now, it takes a lot of courage to make that statement from the coming from somebody that actually lived a good life. I did not beg on the streets. It takes a lot to make that kind of statement, but was exactly the same thing I said to myself years ago when I was struggling in the university. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I may not be privileged to show you guys many things, especially my days in the university when I struggled for 8 good years in the university. I spent over 8 years in university just trying to like graduate, trying to like finish a 4 year course. That was one of my biggest struggle. I told myself that, see, if I can pass, if I can graduate from this school, nothing in this world is going to be is difficult for me again. And I made that vow to myself, and that is what I'm living actually. That is what I'm living right now. Now, work with me. I want you guys to explain how a guy who failed 26 courses from the university. Imagine you failing 26 courses from a particular university in your session, and I still happily graduated. Now, happiness is relative. Happiness is relative. I still graduated well, went for service, did everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm here today. I don't want to boast, but some of the people that I graduated with, or even my mates that even graduated before me, I'm not sure they are doing me. I'm not trying to compare myself with anybody, but I know what is happening outside. Now, or explain to me how in the 31st of May 2020, I had only 500 naira in my pocket, just home and away. But guess what? In June 1st of that same year, that was just one day, I made my first sale. Now, if many of you want to do the mathematics, go and check in your calendar, check when 31st of May is. You're going to find out that 31st of May is what on Sunday. 31st of May is what on Sunday. And that was the year that, in fact, what happened that year? What happened that year? I'm going to tell you what happened that year. I made six figures, my first six figures ever without leaving the comfort of my house, all from just my house, from my bedroom. Now, let me tell you what I did that year. That year was the year where I wrote my first book. Now, remember I told you when I started, who wants to even buy my knowledge? What kind of knowledge do I even have? Like, what kind of knowledge do I have? So many people will be saying, Bossuhzi, I don't have any knowledge to sell. In 2020, I didn't have anything to sell. All I just had in my head was, I'm a fighter. I can push the rock of anything and succeed. Because I was struggling in the university 8 years, but I had to write a book called Mindset Boost. And when I wrote that book called Mindset Boost, I called my friends and family, come and see what I've done, or come and launch it for me. And guess what? After my launch, I made six figures. That was from my knowledge, selling my knowledge. I made six figures just by selling one book. I was rushing this slide, so I did not put a lot of pictures here. But I did all this without leaving my comfort. And what is responsible for all the success? Do you know what is responsible for all this success? Now, the truth is that there is more, but I'm going to be sharing it with you during this challenge. In fact, I'm going to be sharing it with you now. There's a lot more. Now, there's one thing I want to talk about right now, especially in day one of this session. I want to talk about the power of the mind. as regards to monetizing your knowledge, because a lot of you would not believe that monetizing your knowledge what is possible. Now, I want you to understand that success begins from within. The truth is that most people fail not because they lack skill, but they fail because they would lack belief system. Now, many of you that are here today, I am currently where you guys are. Many of you be like, Bossuhzi, all these things you're about to say right now, I know them. I know all these things you want to say right now. The truth is that I don't just believe in myself. But Susie, I know all these things, I can do it, but I don't have the right coach, I don't have the right mentor. That is the problem. Many of you have that belief inside you, but you don't know how to find expression. That is exactly what I'm talking about, the mindset. Work with me, guys. Because if you don't know this thing I'm about to share with you right now, every other thing I'm going to be saying is almost useless. It will just be like as if I'm just singing song. The truth is that I went 8 months without a single sale on the internet space. When I started my affiliate marketing business, everybody will be saying, come and learn how to make 6 to 7 figures on the internet with just your smartphone and data connection. This was the marketing message that people were passing around for this affiliate marketing thing. At that time, that was 2020. Because money, I just had to carry 60K and pay for one course. When I paid for one course, I realized that affiliate marketing that people are saying, come and make 10 to 7 figure, it is not so. You need to hustle hard, you need to sell, you need to find strategies to sell. I stayed 8 good months until I made one sale. And I'm going to tell you why I stayed 8 good months. Because a lot of us, probably you're into this affiliate marketing as well, and maybe you've spent a lot of months as well and you're not making money. I'm going to tell you why that is that. The truth is that me, I was frustrated at that point, confused, and I almost gave up until I learned how to write and speak right. Many of you be saying, Bossuhzi, you've come again with this aspire to aspire. Work with me. Now, when I learned the power of words and mindset, everything changed for me. The game is I found the right audience, built my belief system, I found the right mentor, and I began to attract the results I thought was impossible. Now, for you to from point A to point B at every point in your life, there is one important factor that is one thing that is very important. You need to change your mindset. And changing your mindset is all about the first thing you need to understand. What is mindset, Bossuhzi? Mindset is a set of belief system that governs the way you think, sponsored by the people you have around you and the what environment you dwell in. Now, the mentor that mentors you will determine the mentor that mentors you, the kind of success you're going to get is a reflection of the person that mentors you. The kind of success you get is dependent on the kind of environment you dwell in. And that is why for my courses, my programs, I always like a community system so that iron sharpens iron. When somebody is doing well here, it can motivate another person to continue to do well. You understand? So the reason why I didn't make a lot of sales is because I was working in isolation. But when I began to change my people, I decided to started listening to mentors. Before I was so arrogant. I know all these things they want to teach. I was just like many of you that will be probably coming here. I'm not sure you guys are like that. But some people will come, but Susie, I know all these things you're saying. Just go straight to the point. Which point? This is the point. The intelligence you have from day one, the intelligence you have from the time that you started knowing something, why have you not used it to package something together? Why have you not used it to make millions? And you want to run to the millions? No, this is the millions. This is where the millions start. If you want to change your life, you need to change your mind, the way you think. So let's go further. Now, I'm just going to start up with this, the law of belief. Now, the law of belief is something. It says something like, "What you believe is what will come to pass." Until you believe that your knowledge is valuable enough, no one else will believe it for you. Now, when I was starting out on the internet, God bear me witness, I had almost no skill. But trust me, today I'm a copywriting coach. I teach copywriting. I sell a lot of copywriting courses. I write for freelance. I write for my clients. Everything freelancing, everything that money that has funded my life is all about copywriting. But I realized that, see, me writing for this client at that point, I used to earn 50K, 70K. Before I started earning in dollars, $100, $150, $200. I said, instead of me to be waiting for clients every month, instead of me to be waiting for all these $5 clients and all, or even $100 clients, why not me just create a system? Since this thing is already working for me, I know these things. Why not create something that I can also pass to another person so that that person would what learn and that person will use it to probably make more money, because the sky is big enough for everybody to what live in. So this was my conviction. I was like, copywriting is making some kind of insane money for me. At that point, it was about 200K, 300K. My reality has not been exposed to me just writing a full page of something and I'm making money. My reality then was I need to stress, I need to kill myself, I need to die before I make a single penny on the internet. That was my reality. Let me send this some people again. There's a lot of people that are alive. So that was my reality. My reality was, guy, Bossuhzi, you must kill yourself. But I didn't know that. But when I now sustain the mindset that, see, I want to really help people, and now package my knowledge, all those things I knew. Oh yeah, these guys, this is how to write headlines for your clients. Guys, this is how to do your hooks. This is how to write your copy. This is how to compile it together so that you can deliver it to your clients. This is how to compile it together so that you can deliver it to your clients. When I started putting all these things meticulously in a digital product, I started selling these things. People were buying, people were getting transformed, people were telling me thank you. Bossuhzi, I made $100. Bossuhzi, I made $200. Bossuhzi, this thing changed my life. Bossuhzi, this one changed my life. Just for me teaching what I know, people's life are changed. I'm here forever. And that was why I just vowed that, see, for as long as what I know continue to be valuable to people and is currently in vogue, I am going to continue to what monetize it. And that is the reason why I'm even here today. So let's go further. Let's continue. So you need to have the law of belief, and the law of belief says that what you believe will become. You need to, until you believe that your knowledge is valuable enough, nobody will what believe it for you. The next thing you need to know about monetizing your knowledge is understand the law of cause and effect. For every result, there is a cause. If you plant consistent learning, discipline, and execution, the harvest must come. Many of you don't invest in yourself. Many of you don't even learn things. How will the harvest come? Now, these are the real people. Now, there are real people. There are real people that actually took this part. Did I even write here? There are real people that actually took this part I am about to teach you right now. People like Tonyo Motosho. I don't know whether you guys know Tonyo Motosho. People that actually did this internet business with me. Tonyo Motosho, Emmanuel Akpe, Akin Alabi. These are the founders of what information marketing business, digital product business. These people were the ones that made us to understand that, see, you can monetize your knowledge and get paid. You understand? So I'm just going to round up this session so that we can just maybe start a little bit of discussion. Now, the reward for believing in yourself is number one. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, your mindset will change and opportunities will begin to appear. You attract the right people and you begin to execute fearlessly. Now, in this 3 days challenge, there are things I just want you to expect. The expectation is, what I want you to get from these 3 days is be open-minded. Just open your mind to anything Bossuhzi is going to be teaching you, because I'm not going to be teaching you taboos. Now, believe that this thing I am about to teach you can also work for you. I want you to also take notes and move fast. And especially, I want you to implement at the speed of thought. You understand? Implement at the speed of thought. Immediately you're just learning, implement immediately. Now, there's one assignment I'm going to give you for today, and I want you guys to do it. If you're in the discussion group, then I want you to submit it there. Number one, what belief system has stopped you? What belief system has stopped you from what limiting belief has stopped you from actually monetizing your knowledge? And I want to ask you another question. What new belief system do you want to adopt? Now, I'm going to be asking you this question in the comment section so that you can answer me. What is that thing that has limited you from monetizing your knowledge? Lucky, what is that thing that has limited you from monetizing your knowledge? Rose, what is that thing that has limited you from monetizing your knowledge? Because there's a lot of money on this online space, but you just need to know how to get it. Now, I don't want to go faster than my shadow. There's a lot of framework that I'm going to be revealing to you, from how towards understand the kind of knowledge you can sell online, to how you can package it into a digital product, to how you can sell it. Now, the knowledge monetization program is divided into three. Number one, idea stage. You need to conceive the idea. You need to test the idea, whether this idea is sellable in the marketplace. You need to conceive it and you need to test it. Now, there are three niches on the internet space that can make you a lot of money. There's the making money niche, there's the health niche, and there's the relationship niche. If you find yourself in any of these three niches, you'll be able to print money on demand. Now, that doesn't mean that because there is money in making money niche, there's money in digital marketing and all, that doesn't mean you go and run into that side. No, you need to find yourself. You need to find yourself. You need to find how you can use that thing to plug it into any of these three niches. Now, many of you are going to you have skills now, but just like I think Chiamaka said something, said one of the limiting beliefs she has is she's shy and she's scared that people wouldn't take her serious. People will not take her serious, and that's why she's not and that's why she has not put herself out there. This Bossuhzi you're seeing today, I was shy. I was scared that people would not take me serious. Like, how would people take somebody that is just teaching about mindset serious? Let me go and use my life and do something better. Why should I listen to somebody that just want to teach me about mindset? I was scared as well, but today, see where I am today. I've used this thing that God has given me towards change my life. Now let's look at a scripture in the Bible. Let's go to there's one. Okay, we don't need to go to the Bible, but there's a particular verse in the Bible. It's in the book of Kings. I think First King or Second Kings. This was a woman. She went to the prophet and told the prophet, prophet, I don't have anything. Like my husband is dead. He's a son of the prophet, but he has died. I'm owing debt. She was owing debt. She had nothing. And when the prophet came to her and asked her, okay, woman, what do you have in your house? The first thing she said, I have nothing. I have nothing. The truth is that many people don't even understand where they are. They don't even understand that they have something they can offer to the world. She had nothing. But here is the game changer. She said, I have nothing, but that but was everything that changed her life. But a little jar of oil. Imagine you having just a little jar of oil, but you said you have nothing. The prophet said, yes, that is the thing I'm going to use to change your life. What God used to change my life was the ability for me towards. They did not born me with copywriting. I did not know copywriting. I did not know all these things I am teaching today. Now, this thing I'm teaching right now is not something I will even teach for a very long time. It's just a very, very sharp webinar system. Just to pass. I told myself that, see, if I don't pass this knowledge, especially if I don't find willing people that are interested in learning what I want to give, I will not stress myself. I will just focus on the things that is working for me. You understand? This webinar like this is just to fulfill all righteousness. And that is why I keep telling you guys, milk me. I post my business. I'm going to post my business for 2 weeks. just to make sure that I teach people this thing for the next 2 weeks. I am going to just be teaching you guys how to monetize your knowledge. And the goal is not about teaching. The goal is I want to see a few people here monetize their knowledge and join me into the on the online space. Let's make a lot of money this 2026. This 2026. So with that being said, if you have any question to ask, I'll just use this time and answer question. I know a lot of us have some questions to ask about monetizing knowledge. You can ask in the comment section. I don't plan to use the whole 1 hour, so if there's no question, I will just end it from here. So if you have any question, there's a lot for us to do. The curriculum for this monetizing your knowledge is large. Knowledge monetization is large. Let me tell you something. In this time and age, if you're not monetizing your knowledge, if you're not turning your knowledge into money, you will not really enjoy you. You will not really enjoy. See this guy. How many of you know this guy on the internet? His name is Pella. This guy on TikTok. How many of you know that guy, Pella? His name is on TikTok. I think the guy made about he made about 200 and something million naira yesterday. He made about 200 and something million. How? Why? Because what he's monetizing his knowledge, he's monetizing his expertise. You may say, Bossuhzi, how is he monetizing his knowledge? That is one thing many of you don't know. Monetizing your knowledge doesn't just mean what? Digital products. It means expression. Monetizing your knowledge is basically expression. It can be owning a YouTube channel and just talking. It can be different things. So let me just take some questions that we have here. Let me just take some questions that I have here. I'm going to there's a lot of problem when it comes to monetizing your knowledge, and I know that many I'm going to answer them. So how can I monetize my knowledge with zero online presence? Now, there is a framework for that. Number one, identify what kind of knowledge you want to monetize. What kind of knowledge you have? Which high income skill do you have? Do you understand? What high income skill do you have? After you identify your high income skill, then since you know that thing, since you don't have an online presence, then you need to now build an online presence. What is the easiest way to build an online presence? On TikTok. Go to TikTok, carry your camera and shoot video. Drop a 30 seconds video, drop a 1 minute video. Consistently put out your knowledge and see your tribe. Find your tribe. Listen to the people that are interested in what you want to offer. Find out industry leaders that are already monetizing their knowledge. See what they are doing, the things that you want to do. Follow who know roads. That is the game. That is the code of monetizing your knowledge. Follow who know roads. Don't do everything from scratch. Follow who know roads. So when you've now do all those things, when you try to like build an online presence, it's not an instant thing. Trust me, it's not instant. So you follow who know road, find out what the people that are winning are doing. Do the same thing. Now let me give you a secret. When it came to monetizing my knowledge, I did not just develop a framework to just boast. There was a person that I'm copying. There was somebody I copied. His name is okay. I copied from different places, but his name is one person I copied. Emmanuel Akpe. I saw the way he does this thing. I said, "Oh, I am going to replicate. 1 + 1 = 2 snorkel." But how they used to sing that song? Hey, follow who no road. That is just the game. Now, the second question is how do you generate leads and how much do you suggest you place on ads? When it comes to lead generation is all about now for you to talk about how do you generate lead, that means you already know what you want to sell. You already you've already developed your product and you want to like start selling online, right? You want to start selling what's online. Good. How do you generate leads? Have a very good creative, have a very good, stunning creative, killer creative that when you put it online, it will convert. Then just run the ads. You can start with Facebook ad, although Facebook can be cheaper if you're a begin. Facebook can be expensive. That is Meta. You can start with TikTok ad, promote your post. Now, how much should you place on ads? Start with any amount, then see how they see the response. Just know that even if you start with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 to start promoting your product. If you don't see if you don't see people that are interested in your stuff on day one, then just know that there is something wrong with your advertisement. Maybe your creative is not good. But now that little drop of water will now give you an idea of how much you should now spend. You need to first test the water. It's not if I tell you to use my budget, or imagine I go to Dangote because Dangote is making a lot of money, and I ask Dangote how can I do my own advertisements, and Dangote now tells me that he spends a 1 billion naira every week on ads. Is that the amount I want to spend? No, you can't spend that amount on ad. Sir, what is there? Sir, is there a particular app you can use? But how do I do it? Now, when you start talking about app when it comes to monetizing your knowledge, you need to understand that there are different kinds of monetizing your knowledge. What are you monetizing? Are you monetizing an ebook? Are you monetizing a course? Are you monetizing a membership? Are you monetizing a cohort? What exactly are you monetizing? It's not because they say monetizing. It must not always. So you need to understand what exactly you're monetizing. If you're monetizing a course, you can record your course with your smartphone. You can record your course with your smartphone. Just put it on landscape. When you put it on landscape, you can record everything there. Record it, just do record and be talking, just be shifting your slides. This was what I did. I wish I can show you guys some of my courses. Record your courses, just create a slide. Thank God for what they call it now, ChatGPT. ChatGPT can create slide for you. You fix it into what? Into Google Slides or PowerPoint. You just be swiping and be talking, swiping and be talking. You're already creating your own products. Now, if it's a makeup product, you already downloaded all the image, put them inside slide, everything, done the demonstrations here. You just be swiping and be teaching people. If it's something that requires you to stand up, maybe like a handwork, nail tech, you want to teach people how to do nails, or you want to teach people how to bake. If it's something that requires standing, is your phone, still your small, your camera, just camera the thing. When you camera it, compress it, probably upload it somewhere, not this application, Google Drive, then unrestrict it for your ideal audience or the people that will buy your course. You understand? So it is not hard. That is for doing courses, or that is for doing video courses. If it's for books, you can use your WPS. If you're using Android, you can use Google Docs. All these things are available for you. Just explore. Just explore. Do you understand? They are very, very available for you. So who has question again? Who has question? Please, if you have question, just ask in the comment section. All right, I think I have another question. So, sir, how can I monetize my knowledge, or can I monetize anything? Now, when I say you need to do that there's a personality test that will be done tomorrow. I don't want to rush many of you right now. Many of you are still breathing. I don't want to rush you guys. There's a personality test that will be done, but tomorrow that will help you understand what exactly you need to monetize. So if you have not joined the WhatsApp group, join the WhatsApp group right now. If you have not joined the words, if you have not joined the WhatsApp channel, do that right now. There's a personality test that will show you exactly how to monetize your knowledge. Now let's also go to this one. Can I monetize my knowledge as a beginner, and how long does it take? You can monetize your knowledge today and you make money today. It depends on you. You can monetize your knowledge right now. And now okay, now just imagine I am thirsty. I have not drank water for words. Oh, I'm thirsty. I've not drank water for words 2 days. And you came with your words, with your water, and say, Bossuhzi, if you want this water, you have to pay so and so stuff. And I have money in my pocket. Will I wait for till tomorrow before I buy that product? No. Now that begs to, in fact, when we are doing a test, when we are doing the test for you to know what to monetize, I will tell you guys what to make your product sell faster. because not every product you can monetize, not everything you can like monetize that will sell fast. Some things will sell faster than some other things. People buy things that will help them what save time, make money, and what reduce stress for them. So does your product make people money? Does it help them reduce stress, or does it make them happy? So you need to think about that. And if it does any of these things, it will move very, very fast. So how do I make my products to be an ad? Now, many questions that you're asking is if you how do you make your product to be an ad? I'm sure you have a smartphone. The smartphone you're using to watch me right now. Mel, let's assume that now let me use my industry as an example. You're a copywriting coach and you've already created a book on copywriting. Guess what you will do? You just take your phone and say, "Hello guys, this is 2026, and if you really want to make substantial income on the internet, then one skill you need to learn is copywriting. Copywriting can help you XYZ. It has helped me XYZ. If you're interested in this product, click on the link below so that you can get a free slice of the copy before you buy the main product." This is intelligence for you. That is intelligence. So when you're asking me, Bossuhzi, how can I make my product an ad? You need to intentionally make it an ad. You need to intentional. After you finish creating the product, then you create an ad. And trust me, an advertisement doesn't need to be serious. Some of the serious ads you see online, you scroll past them. Advertisement just needs to communicate the main points. All those ones, I think that one is a day three curriculum talk. That is a day three curriculum. As a beginner, how much can I budget for starting? Now, when you say budget for starting, what exactly are you talking about? What are you budgeting for? Are you budgeting for the amount to create your product? Are you budgeting for the amount to run advertisement? What exactly are you asking for budgeting? Now, let me tell you something for free. It cost me 0.00000000000 naira for me was to create my first book. Only thing that it cost me was me just sitting down 2 hours every day and writing a chapter. I wrote that book. That book was what gave me my first six figures. Mindset books. I wish I can share it with you guys. Oh, where will I find it right now? Let me find it in my let me find it in my drive. Show you guys the first book. In fact, let me even show you guys in my Google Docs where I wrote it. Let me show you my Google Docs. Mindset boosts. All right. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to show you my first digital product. So add to stage. Okay, guys. See my first digital product here, Mindset Boost. Now, this was the final edit. Guys, you can see when I open, you can see when I wrote this thing. Final edit. This was my book. Now, let me open the words, the file details. See the details. The details was okay. You can see when I created this thing. This was the day I started writing the book. I started writing this. Okay, no, this was created March 2021. No, it's supposed to be created. How can it be created March? I started writing this book on March 5th, 2020. 2020. You understand? And I launched this book and I launched it May 31st. You understand? So this was the May 22 was the final day I did my edit. This is my book cover. This is just how and I use this was Google Docs to write my book. Everything I aligned it with Google Docs. Now this is the edit. This is like the manuscript. But let me show you the main book when it is already done. This is just the main book is in PDF. You can see it's in PDF. So And I saw this, trust me, when I tell you that I made about 300K from this book, trust me, it is what it is. Many of you have this book, many of you know how valuable this book is. So you can see, guys, there is a lot of money. You don't need to what key yourself when creating your product. Just start with what you can create. Let me answer the last question for today. If you have question, please drop your question. Let's just use today as Q&A because tomorrow is deep teaching, tomorrow is deep cheating, tomorrow is practical all through. So how can I create a product on seller? Now you don't create product for seller. You create your product and you host it on seller. You understand? You create your product and you host it on seller. Seller is a hosting platform. Seller is not a place to create product for them. Like now, let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. When it comes to my seller accounts, this is my product. This is one of my products. This is one of my products. You understand? Seller doesn't help you create your product. Seller just what sells your product for you. Understand? So these are some of the products I have: my course, my AI book, my copywriting book, some of my courses, different program here, and you can see the mindset boost that I showed you guys. This is how much is selling on seller for 5,000 naira. You can see. So imagine you can just sit down for like 10 days, or you can sit down for 12 days and just create something for yourself. Now, if I show you the dashboard of some of all these books you're seeing here, if I show you the dashboard of the kind of sales that come out from all these 5K product, 10K product, 15, many of you will just start creating your product today. There is money everywhere. Today, seller just even sent me an email. Bossuhzi, they just sent me an email. We want to pay you the money that you made last week because they couldn't pay me during the weekend. So today is Monday. They just started paying me my paycheck. So there's money everywhere. You just now let me tell you something. Even though you don't want to like kill yourself and create something big, why not just create a book first? But my goal is you don't just learn only one thing, learn how to do everything. If you've gotten value from this session so far, I want you to drop the fire emoji. Drop the fire emoji. If you've listened to this point, you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so immediately. Just subscribe to the channel. It will not do you any harm. So if you've gotten value from this session so far, I want you to what? Drop a fire emoji in the comment section. Everyone drop. Whether you're listening from your laptop, you're listening from your phone, you're listening from your speaker or your television, just drop a fire emoji. So this is it. We are going to be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to cook a goosey soup for you guys and put two meats, then put stew on top. And I'll ask you which one do you want? Do you want pounded yam or semo? Anyone you want, that is the one I'll use and feed you tomorrow. Because tomorrow, many of you head needs to open to understand the kind of digital product you're going to create for yourself. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining today's class. If you have any question, save your questions for what tomorrow once again. Without wasting much of your time, I am going to end this session right now so that we can rest and come back tomorrow. I'm sure that many of you had a very hectic day. So thank you so much, guys, and good night.